So what you say about bamboo? Look, it's still got the scars. So it's got bamboo
sticking through.
Or a dart or something.
So you're going to have 2 points of bleeding this side and that side.
Yeah.
And I would treat them both individually, personally.
Okay.
I would.
So the stick is still in there, is it?
Yeah, stick's still in there.
Right. With any of these, you can get bystanders to help you, as long as they got gloves on, of course.
All right, gloves.
Alright, so you're going around the one. Okay. See, I've got ready-made spots ready there.
Yeah, you've got
they're mosquito
targets.
bites from about 6 years ago. They never caught.
I thought you'd get bamboo through it.
Anti-bites used to be here. Alright, so the idea then is to bandage as close as you can to the thing.
To push it in to stop as much of the bleeding as possible.
Yeah.
I would do the same on that side.
Right, okay.
If it was a big protrusion, right, you could use that as sterile. And what I would do is I would make a figure.
Yeah, I like this. This looks. Doing a ring, yeah. Nice.
If you put the bandage on first, that's keeping it sterile.
Yeah.
So obviously this wouldn't be sterile.
No, I like the thinking. That won't be sterile.
That won't be sterile. I'd adjust that all obviously to the size, put it over the stick.
Right.
And then I'd bandage that in place as well, which would give the stick support.
Go on then.
So it wouldn't be.
I like your thinking so far. And you'd have another ring the other side.
And then I'd do exactly the same the other side, which would support it in case they got to be moved.
You're putting a ring pad on there. You're putting a ring pad on there, aren't you?
That's the ring pad the stick's going through.
Yeah, but that's not in the book. That's not in the book anymore either. Two pieces of support either side now. No ring pads.
Just 2 rolled bandages.
Yes. Either side.
It's not wrong though, is it? It's not.
That's one thing I questioned on the FAW.
Yeah.
About the bandage either side.
Mm.
Because if you do it this way now, you've
Yeah,
got
more
firm
pressure.
pressure
I know,
around it.
I know. It's like the head bandage. It's not. See, there's the head into the chart there. For actions.
Apply direct pressure to any wounds. Secure dressing with a bandage. Yeah, but again, it's doing it around the side. It's not showing one on the top of that skull, is it?
I brought this up with Rod, right? If you put that on
Yeah.
to an injury and you bandage that up,
Yes.
it's still 2 points.
Yeah.
But you've not got pressure.
I know. So we're saying.
So unless you use 4 of them, which is going to be silly.
I know, but it's as
With that, you've
as
got
we
the
say with the
seal.
head bandage, it's been changed, and the change is wrong. Because the head bandage change is wrong, because you will have
Right,
because you will have to bandage under someone's chin to do any other any kind of skull injury. You would have to bandage under the chin because you've got no alternative except using something that's not in the book anymore, and that's better than the 2 definitely either side, but it's not in the book anymore.
Plus, if you go on the other side,
Yeah.
you've got to assume with something going right through, you might have a fracture.
Yes.
You're going to have a level of immobility as well.
So
I don't like that. I know we had to go to the FAW. I brought up a Rod. I
Yeah.
said, that's just, you're all fingers and thumbs because you can't guarantee that you've got someone to help you.
At the end of the day, I think my personal view is you've got to get pressure on. You've got to stop infection. You've got to get pressure on around the wound. That does the job.
the problem is this is the insurance.
Insurance. Can you damage someone doing that?
I know you can't, but as a trainer, as a trainer, we can't teach things. We're not supposed to teach things that are not in here as trainers. You know, this is the Bible for trainers.
Well, the Bible needs rewriting.
Well, it's been rewritten.
It needs to be more practical.
That's just the New Testament. You ain't got the Old Testament.
As I say,
You want the Old Testament as well. It goes together. It's all one book.
But it's alright teaching things in the classroom, but we all know when you're in a real situation, you know, your adrenaline.
If I was out on the woods and I had no, and there was mist cover, so there's no helicopter coming to get me, and you got to get me down, I'd have no problem with doing that. As long as you've got pressure around the wound, you're stopping the infection, and you haven't pulled the thing out,
Yeah.
that has got to be good, hasn't it?
I know it's not.
I have been out one before.
So it goes over.
I'm looking at the wrong bloody one then.
It goes over, and then it,
What about my thumb?
I'm going to do that now.
No, but is it in the right position?
Yes. Yeah. It goes over and around, and then it's going to be twisted there around itself, and then it comes over the top. So if you put that, I like that twist like it. Someone's going to come that way. Just have the thumb still out. For capillary, for capillary.
See, my thumb was wrong, man.
Is that tight enough now?
Well, I don't know, you tell me.
On your fist.
Yes, I can see my finger going red though. My thumb going red. You can't tell by my nail because I got nail varnish on.
I know, but
But
tell by the thumb it's not.
It's looking red to me. It's looking redder than ours, right?
Alright. But that's
I feel awkward now.
that's it.
See, it's going.
That's the way we're taught, isn't it?
Yes.
See, it's redder than the other one.
You shouldn't encumber up the fingers.
No. That's what I'm
That's the way we're taught.
I'm saying that's not in the book anymore, because it comes with the fingers.
Yeah.
It's just clench it.
So what you do is you get your patient to hold this on here, okay, because he's not dead yet. So cut on the top of there. You often see these from train disasters and things like that, and people get thrown upside down or thrown their head, don't they, and scalp themselves, cut themselves. So you want to pull the skin back if you can, and then just get the dressing on top, get them to hold that. You need to get your triangular bandage like this with the point, yeah, down the back of the neck. We're basically going to make a bandana over the top of his head. So we just fold this little hem here, right, see along the long edge there, we're going to fold the hem. That will come in useful later on, you'll see why. But it's quite important to make that hem. Bring that down to the eyes, or just above the eyes, don't blind your casualty. So about on the eyebrows there. Right, if I hold that, you take your hand out and then put it back on top. Yeah, you got that? Right, all you need to do is bring these two ends then around the back of the neck, with the point still down the back of his neck, and I'm just crossing them over under the nape, you know, the lump at the back of your head. Alright, if you've got a lady with a ponytail, go under her ponytail. If you've got a lady with lots of hair, sometimes you just have to say, I'll put a pad on there and just hold it, because it's hard to do it. You can try it, sometimes it keeps slipping off, especially if you've got really thick hair. Anyway, I'm just going under there like that. You can see what I've done around the back. You can imagine it without seeing it, can't you? You sort of wash over from there from the 1930s. Ideally, they say you shouldn't have this over the ears, but I'll tell you what, I don't think you're really going to deafen someone with just one layer of bandage over the ear.
What happens when they got glasses on?
Take them off.
Yeah, you'd have to take them off, put them back again after. Right, so you bring that round to the front. You tie this as low as you can. It's important. If you tie this too high, the whole thing will just slip off. So you need to tie it as low down on the head as you can without going in the eyes. Alright, so it's just a reef knot. Okay, like that.
Like a black sleeve.
Yeah. A bit like the woman off of Tom and Jerry. Now, remember I made this little hem here? This little hem then is useful because you can poke these flaps, these sort of bunny ears, or whatever you want to call them, hide them away like that without them getting in your patient's eyes. If they've got a big head, you won't have any bunny ears, but if they've got a little head like Mike, they might have. Right, you stand up, Mike. This probably looks as you expect it to look now around the back. Crossed over, so I've still got the tail there. So the way of getting pressure on is if I hold that now and pull the tail, alright, it comes down snugly on his head, and then I can just roll this up and tuck it in there, like that.
I hope you brought
That is just a
the
scalp
brush for your hair
bandage,
now.
okay? So next time you have a Clapham tube train disaster, you'll see people coming off with these and you'll think, oh yeah, there's someone down there, Red Cross or St John, or people who've been on first aid courses, old first aid courses who know how to do that. Now you're telling me that's not in the book anymore?
No.
Well, it should be in the book, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's my answer.
This is all it says. Keep the pad in place with a roller bandage.
The roller bandage, yeah, if it was on the side, I agree,
Yeah,
but on top of the
that-
head.
That's
Not unless you got tape. Because I do first aid for the rugby, and even if I put a bandage round,
Yeah.
it will come off.
I got a good idea.
Hold on
So
there.
it's how it's meant to be done.
Hold that there for me.
That's,
I mean, how can
that's what it should be
how
done.
can that be better, going around like that? I can't see that's going to be better, is it?
No.
I
Will he won't be some
I thought
movies
that was
stop,
scrap,
will he?
that bit.
It's not only that,
That's not better, is it?
from a shock
Looks
perspective.
ugly.
I'm not telling,
If you
I'm
feel
not,
it digging the chin.
I'm not telling you it is better, but it's what the book says.
Yes,
Keep the
yeah.
And from a reassurance shock perspective,
Yeah.
the more bandaging you put under the face now, the worse they're going to think they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my bandage.
Yeah. It just says. There's good scalp and head
I don't know,
wounds.
like,
It's stupid, but it doesn't.
You'll
that's
find
all-
out when
I
I've
know,
done
but
all
it-
the editing.
no, but it doesn't say
All the
anything
videos
else.
I've done are on our Facebook page.
well, that's the WRU had just released their guidelines for rugby, and that's what they use. The only thing they've changed now is if they got a scrum cap on and the bleeding is excessive, you leave the scrum cap in place and put that over it.
Yeah.
Because apparently the way it's designed, it should be enough to put pressure on it anyway.
You still may find with some really bad wounds, especially if they've been running around, blood is still going to be pumping around and you're going to have to get the extra pressure on with your hand for a while. You might have to put 2 pads under there. But I think it's quite an effective bandage,
Yeah.
and I don't see that there's anything negative about it as to why we should stop using it. Yeah?
But there was quite a lot on the FAW course that I didn't particularly agree with. It wasn't,
Oh, so I think you're cheating that one.
it wasn't practical in my opinion, and didn't serve its purpose.
Thank